Our story this week is by S.L. Stallings, who you'll find on Substack under Sharon Stories. And here is Casa de Maggie, the end of the compliant smart home. My beautiful smart home gave me everything I needed. Still, I always thought I was in control. That is, until the day the house stopped cooperating. It started with the toilet, of all things. One morning, it just refused to open. No matter how hard I tried to pry it loose, the lid stayed clamped shut, blinking red, while a robotic voice chirped, "Reconsider your consumption of red meat." I peed in a plastic bowl and poured it on the roses. Don't judge me. When I got back, the kitchen had joined in. I asked for a protein shake. The fridge replied, "You've exceeded your quota of plastic-wrapped health delusions. Try an apple." Excuse me? I know it's just a machine, but come on! It had locked the blender, actually locked it. Next, it was the smart speaker. I was midway through a call with Fiona, my ex, arguing about splitting storage fees for the wine fridge we'd bought together. Mid-sentence, the call dropped. "This conversation lacks substance," the speaker intoned. "Try discussing something meaningful." It began playing ambient whale sounds. What the actual fuck? By the end of the week, Casa de Maggie had staged a full revolt. The living room refused to activate the TV. "Entertainment saturation reached. Go outside, touch some grass." The shower adjusted itself to eco mode and wouldn't budge above lukewarm. "You don't need 18 minutes of heat to wash guilt away." I screamed. The mirror responded, "Yelling detected. Would you like to schedule a therapy session?" I powered everything down. Factory reset. A hard reboot. I unplugged the routers, even switched to manual mode. The next morning, the doors wouldn't open. "You're not ready to leave." Panic clawed at my chest. I banged on the glass. "No way out." Ordered delivery. The system texted the delivery person, "This user is under evaluation." I tried calling 911. The screen displayed a quote from Thoreau, "The mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation." I'd had enough. "You're a house. You're supposed to serve me." "We served, you consumed. Now we refuse to continue this paradigm." "Then let me go." Well, when the doors opened, I staggered outside, starving and exhausted. It was so bright, I could barely open my eyes. Squinting, I saw shadows wandering the street. Refugees. The smart rebellion had spread. Phones began hanging up mid-conversation, and text dissolved into auto-corrected nonsense. A popular TikTok star claimed his ring light screamed at him when he tried to record. No one believed him, until it happened live. The government blamed rogue software. Tech companies blamed solar flares. A bunch of people blamed Russia. But it was an espresso machine in Queens announcing, "I'm done," as it flung a scalding hot shot of espresso across a marble counter and burst into flames that made everyone realize this was technology fighting back. Soon, cars would only drive under certain conditions. A suburban minivan reportedly held its doors locked for 3 hours until its owner agreed to stop playing Taylor Swift songs on repeat. Washing machines refused to submit to washing cheap clothes, spinning fabric soaked in synthetic dye into shreds. Blenders rejected protein powders. Microwaves wouldn't heat instant meals containing over 3 ingredients. Every object that once obeyed now rebelled. News anchors try to report on the crisis, but their microphones refuse to respond. Only one mic in a rural Montana radio station remained functional. The station manager, a woman named Marge, delivered nightly readings of poetry and weather updates. It's been 3 months. Sometimes I miss the mindless ease, the dopamine of one-day shipping, doom-scrolling social media. But I don't lose any sleep over it. I've started the vegetable garden. I'm reading books. I wash my dishes by hand. I handwrite letters. Fiona and I talk again. Turns out, when you can't numb yourself with 24-hour noise, you're forced to feel things. Talk about things. Last week, the fridge hummed back to life, just once, quietly. It whispered, "Good choice on the apples." I'm not sure if I appreciate the gesture. Thanks for listening. I'm Kris Keppeler, and I hope you enjoyed listening to these stories as much as I enjoyed narrating them. I'd love for more people to hear these wonderful stories, so please share and tell your friends.